Hello everyone, Sonic and Mario Games here, and today I am once again playing the Sonic 3 November 3rd, 1993 prototype, and here I want to share this with you. I'm going to be showing off not Lethal Lava Land, Lava Reef Zone in this prototype, and also an unfinished version of the final intro. As we can see, there's some slight differences. Everything's all glitchy. The tornado doesn't bop up and down. And Knuckles doesn't uppercut Sonic and steal the emeralds. You can still see the original Knuckles standing right there. And yeah, the game soft locks. I can't control Sonic or anything. So just thought I'd share that. And I also want to share something else. Let's just quickly activate debug mode and head to Launch Base Act 2. So before, oh no, not Act 2, Act 1. So I'm going here because the mini boss is accessible. You have to use Tails because Tails doesn't interact with screen locks in this game, or no, in this prototype I mean of the game. And usually there will be a screen lock preventing you from reaching the mini boss after Knuckles bombs and nukes the tower. But if we use Tails to bypass that screen lock, he can actually trigger the boss point, and yeah, we can continue on. What the heck? Okay, that was weird, but I'll take it. I might as well use this. I think this leads to the mini boss. That's where we want to go. We at least want to get to the tower. Oh, I hate how the door. I think sometimes they'll slowly open in the final version too. Now I'm just kind of searching, trying to look for. I know where it is. When you go, yeah, you go through a row of these things. So you go through 3 of them, and that's how you know you're at the tower. And there's Eggman. I'm not gonna use debug mode to go up too high, or else I might soft lock the game, because that can happen a lot in this area. And then Knuckles is gonna bomb this tower. I like his original theme. This was the very first theme Knuckles had, I think. It's actually one of my favorites. Now the tower doesn't collapse, but yeah, if we can control Tails, we can just move him with the second controller. The screen lock unlocks, and we can access the mini boss, which is actually really different. We still have this twin hammer guy, but if we go into these holes, we'll be transported around the boss area. That's how you originally got up here. On these things, in the final version, you need to use Tails to fly you up there if you want to get up. But here, you can access these tubes, and they would shoot you up to there. Up to there. Sorry, I can't speak for some reason. See how Tails can just exit a screen lock? This is pretty cool, and I kind of wish this was used, and it makes it easier to hit the twin hammer, I guess. I had Tails shot through there. And everything broke. I think I was trying to get into Act 2 and I failed. Well, we're not here for Launch Base, we're here for Lava Reef. So I've enabled a Game Genie code that allows us to access this, so let's see. It's titled Launch Base Zone, has the beta theme of Lava Reef, and we fall in. This level is completely different. Well, not really, but as you can see, a lot of the level is still intact. The collision is not intact, though. Everything's all buggy. But this Lava Reef doesn't actually exist in this build of the game, but this build of the game has leftover data from an even earlier build. So it put this leftover data here, and we got an early version of Lava Reef. And as we can see, it looks more mechanical, more grayish. And yeah, it's actually really interesting. It's a more mechanical version, more like Robotnik is taking over it, which I kind of like. There's no objects at all, and the level's pretty empty and the collision's all buggy. You can also get inside these, which I'm not even sure if that's supposed to happen. You can just get inside the tubes. Lava doesn't hurt you. You phase into the stairs. Really weird stuff. Okay, that's just instability. So we can place that, and we can place... Oh yeah, these are the weird enemies whose names I don't know, and they fog you up, basically. They are functional, but they're just glitched out. And whenever I place that, it crashes the game. Great. And I forgot to enable debug mode, but that doesn't really matter because there's not much to this stage. You've pretty much seen everything. Act 2 has been somewhat restored, so I'll show that off too. Okay, it's phased into here. Okay, there we go. As we can see some layout that's similar to the final version, but overall this level is barely recognizable, at least for me. I don't think you were ever meant to go inside the tubes, but actually maybe you were. That would be pretty cool. So far, Lava Reef Zone has been the only stage that's been restored. So I hope Mushroom Hill and Sandopolis do. We do have some remnants of Mushroom Hill. It originally had a different palette. But, nothing really... Okay, the screen is vertically wrapping. Why is the stage wrapping vertically? And I died. Time to show off Act 2. Alright, so now it's time to do Act 2. And this level is also somewhat restored. We can see that both stages caused the HUD to glitch out, and the instrumentation is slightly different. I'm not sure if this is actually the original version of the early stage. I'm not sure if this is just the level's layout and just beta music and stuff. I'm not sure if this is actually properly the restored version. I think it might be and it might not be. Nothing here is loaded correctly. These levels are pretty much empty. There's nothing really to them. They're just kind of here. Overall, there's nothing to really look at in these stages, so let's have some fun with some other ones for a little. Let's go to Ice Cap. Let me see if I can outrun the camera this time. Oh yeah, I can. And you can see the stage wrapping vertically and everything. It looks super weird. I've also animated a Christmas special, which is going to be coming soon, on Christmas Day itself. So stay tuned for that. Now let's talk about the stage in the beta. The music, I think I've already talked about the music, have I? I don't know. The music's extra cheerful and happy in this, and that's not necessarily bad. And to be honest, a lot of people don't like this theme. I personally find it okay, but I definitely prefer Hard Times. I also wish the HUD was still shaded in the final version. It looks better in the beta when it's not glitching out. Something about Sonic 2 sprites I just like better than Sonic 3's. I've never been a big fan of Sonic 3's sprites. I've always preferred Sonic 1 and 2's and CD's. Mania I'm not sure about. Sonic Classics, that fan game, those sprites are really good. I use them in my sprite animations. I also do additions of other custom Sonic sprites. So the Sonic custom sprites that I usually use in my sprite animations, I guess you could call them Sonic the Sprite series Sonic. He's definitely my favorite, but if I had to choose an actual Sonic game, then I would probably choose Sonic CD. Something about Sonic Mania's color palette I don't like. So yeah, I'm not a big fan of Sonic Mania's Sonic sprites. Everything was okay except for the color palette, in my opinion. Sonic is too cyan looking. I'm not a fan of his cyan. And still do the drop dash. Can't believe Sonic 3 was originally going to be introducing the drop dash. Apparently, Kristen Whitehead, or the Taxman, the one who was making Sonic Mania, says that this wasn't inspired by Sonic 3's prototype at all, and it was just a weird, creepy coincidence. Which makes it even weirder. Like, how? Obviously, it doesn't control the same. In Sonic Mania, it's a lot easier and more simpler to pull off. But in this one, it's like, you have to hold up, and then jump, and then continue holding up, and then Sonic will spin dash from a standstill. It doesn't look as cool, but it is there. Sometimes I wonder if it's just a glitch in the game, and, yeah. I just soft-locked myself. Way to go, Tails. Anyway, guys, that's not much else to show here. So, yeah. That was Lava Reef Zone in Sonic 3 Beta. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please leave a like on it. Please comment too. And if you want to see more on this channel, please subscribe. And I'll see you in the next video. Goodbye.